Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody, welcome to another new video. So, I originally had one person planned for this specifically, but I just realized that I don't really, know them well enough to, do a whole video just based on them, even though they are kind of significant. And I also had other people, originally I was just going to do one video of these. It was a compilation for my friends in the porn and adult industry that are, mega important to me. But then I realized, hey, I've got a whole bunch of YouTubers too that I am not including in any of these that I should. So I took that one person and then I took all the other people and I put them all together and yeah, this video's gonna be that.
Everything I love about myself is better with you. Screaming to the world like, what the hell? Oh, what have you done to me?
All of these cases are the first videos I ever saw of them. So to start out, we have Daniel Miller! So, yeah, like I showed in my first scrolling in the first video of these, Daniel was one of the first YouTubers I ended up watching. I think it was the second or third. No, the second. He was the second YouTuber I started watching after Andrew. And yeah, actually, he inspired a lot of the videos I put out in my first year because he was very, he does very good blood storytelling and more sexually open and, blunt types of storytelling, as opposed to Andrew, who, also inspired my storytime videos in that first year, but Andrew is more a little bit cutesy and coy about how he slides around the innuendo. Daniel's a little less that way, and I don't give a fuck whatsoever and just say whatever the fuck I want, penis nipple, ball suit. So yeah, let's get into this. The very first Daniel Miller video I watched, which of course was a coming out video.
Hey guys, what's up? I have an interesting dust all over.
That is interesting.
I have an interesting story. So what I want to do a little bit with my channel is I have a lot of experience since I was a pastor's kid and a very religious family background and all that. I kind of want to be like a mentor to you guys who are just coming out or haven't come out yet or struggling with being gay and sexuality and feelings because I had a lot of hate growing up. And if you are one of those guys, then I want to be here for you.
Which is something that really resonated with me hearing that. And with the things I was going through at the time, which wasn't so much my own personal coming out, but more the guy that I had just started seeing, having his own coming out be really, really bad, forced without his permission, and then having bad reactions happening, so he went back in the closet, and it was a long back and forth of him, wanting to go all the way back in the closet, but also, trying to keep me around a bit, and trying to find a way to work that out, where it was, together, apart, and this is right before it all ended, and I was watching a lot of these videos because it was helping me get some perspective. And what Daniel said there massively resonated with me, and I have to say it's probably one of the things that really, really inspired me to do YouTube and just do this, because I've said from day one, is it my main drive in doing YouTube, other than being entertaining and such, my main drive with the gay content that I try to make my primary focus is that I want to help people who are going through what I went through, who are going through way less intense versions of what I went through, and who just, need that little extra help, that little extra bit of positivity. I want to be able to help supply that if I can. So him saying that was really a major first seed in planting that idea for me.
Little backstory, because you kind of need the backstory of my life in order.
I love storytelling like this, where
to be understandable.
There's a story
my
that
dad
has
was
to come
a pastor.
across
We had
before
a
you get to the
church
rest.
it was so small, church of 2 families, sometimes 3. And then we would have a few people that would show up here and there, but for the most part, it was my family and this other family, and that's it. And they had 4 kids. We had 2, and then 4 parents. So
this sounds like a cult.
and like move the church around. Now sometimes when it was in
I
these
repeat,
larger places,
this
there were more
sounds like
families
a
that
cult.
came of music unless it was Christian. So it was extremely strict childhood that I
My
went
God, you must have
so
come in your pants the first time you
my real
heard
mom
Britney
actually
Spears.
found out first. They started realizing it. They were like, "That's disgusting. That's the most like disgusting thing in the world. You're going to hell.
Yay!
Satan is inside of you. We have to get the demons
I
out."
want
Or
Satan inside
my
of me.
father was going all kinds of crazy on this Christian thing, and he told me that. Well, he told me I was going to hell, and he thought he needed to pray over me, and I was like, "No, you're not praying over me. You can do that on your own time." Yeah. On top of being made fun of in school all the time and bullied, I also was bullied by my parents for being gay.
Yay!
So, yeah.
That's how
Icing
toxic
on the cake,
parenting.
thank you. And treat me as they would if I was straight. So that's very fortunate, and a lot of people don't get that kind of a resolution when they're
I mean,
young.
I hate bringing
So,
this up, but I'm also like
very
wondering
grateful
if
that,
or how anything
all
has
of my
changed
family
since
accepts me
he's
now,
gotten
so
married
it's really
recently.
nice. And yeah, so
So yeah, right off the bat, like Daniel, I've watched this. I watched so many of his storytime videos, from the like really really sexy ones to like the sort of strange little moments in my life type things. Like just a good healthy dose. Like he was very much a regular content for me, and I loved watching his videos. And then like last year, I remember it being like really crazy stuff, like all this travel going around, especially on Instagram and such. And like when I went to LA during Pride, I ended up seeing him at the Abbey. I was like too nervous to talk to him or anything, and also I was like busy like watching and filming the drag show and just like soaking in my very first drag show ever. And I just remember too like him being super super drunk that night, and like being so extra, just waving the dollar bills to the drag queens, just beckoning them over with these grand gestures, leaning against the rails, just being so fucking extra. And like, yeah, and having little moments and such with the group of guys he was with. It was like cute, but also like, as I watched him get more and more drunk through the night, I was also like, oh my God, I'm worried about him. Why am I worried about him? I've only ever seen him on YouTube, but I'm worried about the poor kid. What's going on here? And I remember like it pretty much ended with all the people that he was with like having to simultaneously like carry and drag him out of the bar. And I was walking by while they were dragging him out, not on purpose or anything, but just like because I was going in that direction. And I swear he looked right at me in the eyes and said something, but it was slurred, and like I have no clue what he said to this day, and it's low-key driving me nuts. But 2020 has been a huge year for him. He's like sobered up a bit. He's cleaned up. He's like gotten a new focus and such. He got married, which is fucking amazing. They're the cutest couple, and like all his videos now have been like couple videos and stuff of their journey together. They have just now moved to Hawaii, and I'm like so excited to see like how their future is going to be. It's really really cute, and I'm happy for him. He's had an amazing transformation. He's working on a lot of projects, some of which are incredibly wholesome and wonderful ideas, and I can't wait to see him put them into action, even though it might take time. And he released a book that was really really great, and just I'm really proud of how he has improved his situation continually, from his early beginnings to his sort of crazy life that he had in LA, and now the more humbler and like I think genuinely himself rooted videos and content that he is being able to create now as part of a wonderful team. I apologize in advance to the one follower who I know doesn't like him, but the next video is Mark Miller, and I'm including this for a number of reasons. Okay, first of all, Mark is like top 3 or top 4 of the YouTubers I started with, so vitally important. But also, as a creative, like Mark Miller resonated with me so much, and the images I wanted to produce, the content I wanted to be able to like put together, and I'm still not there, but his abilities with filming, with editing, with putting things together in a cohesive way that tells a story, that creates beautiful imagery, like it's something that really inspired me. And like in my older videos, like always integrating B-roll footage and music and such, that all really came from his style of editing. And just again too, that like out of everyone that I started watching, like he was the main person who was like part of a great couple. Obviously there was Zach and Alistair, who are just so wonderful and so awesome, but like Mark and Ethan just had this really magical, like fairy tale-esque element to them that was just so beautiful and perfect. And obviously a lot has changed and grown and evolved since then, and like there's barely anything coming out from them now, but like these videos do really hold a deeply important part in my life, because like so much of how I approach making YouTube videos, making like normal YouTube videos, not quarantine stuff where I don't even feel like going outside because what's the point, but like everything I put together, like this is sort of the blueprint for me. It's sort of the base concept that I want to try to put out. And yeah, so here it is, the very first Mark Miller video I ever saw. I love that, just filming the... You fucking dork. That sofa! When I got my tattoo from Ethan, that sofa was in his little, like, tattoo shop. I love that
House full
sofa.
of puppies today.
Random bin of frames. So we just grabbed 5 of those.
I
Figured
love,
those
like,
out.
going to Family Dollar and getting the frames there with, like, you know, the little cheap artwork in.
We went
Just
to
rip off
Scotland.
the back, take off the back, and you can put your own photos in really easily.
Let's see
And
if
then
I can
to,
say
like,
this
get
right.
some, like,
Colibre.
crayon spray
Colibri.
paint, and then you could just, like, do them crazy
Es
colors.
una colibri. Morning, he sits here on the couch with his iPad. About half an hour later, you got some juicy doodles.
I got one of them doodles! I want to get more,
That's your
like,
street name. Can I put this up for you?
my whole trip to LA was like, I was so excited for it because I was like, oh my god, I could go to Ethan, get a new tattoo, finally get some more of this sleeve finished. But then, like, COVID happened, and then they moved to Tennessee, and then COVID kept happening, and Ethan still has not, like, started up or gotten anything, like, announced
Hey,
for
Ethan,
his
have you seen
tattoo
Black Panther
business,
yet?
so I'm still waiting to hear about that. But as soon as I hear something, you damn well know I am booking for another
Get
goddamn
out of
tattoo, because I
here.
love his art style
Get
so much. And
out.
I literally told him after I got these strawberries, I told him, my entire forearm is yours. And I meant it.
I tried to take you.
Make the decision for me, because you know that I'm never going to be able to. Here's a question. When you guys make your breakfast sandwiches, do you like your eggs to be runny or scrambled? Or somewhere in between?
Like runny, but puncture the yolk so that it cooks through.
Why?
So that you get all like the egg whites crispy and like get that little egg bacon type stuff. You know, like the brown edges that are all crunchy and crispy and lummy and goodness. But a fully cooked yolk. That's how I like mine. I love those hands.
It's a great stool.
I want those hands.
This is like chair heaven in here.
That clear
This one's
acrylic
cool.
one.
That
I
one's
know those are
cool.
so
I love these
uncomfortable, but like
legs.
it's clear acrylic. This is a wet
find
dream
it yet?
come true. I love these kinds of shops. It's just the right amount of junky and clutter that you know you're going to
Just
get a
the
good
hippo.
deal.
Yeah, the hippo can come on.
When they're super organized and such, they're always going to be overpriced and expensive. If it's trashy and such, the stuff you're getting is probably not going to be good quality. This is that perfect. Look at the little puppy in the book. Get your fucking face out of the way, Ethan. Get. There's a puppy behind you. How about the puppy? That's what I was talking about! It's so cute! It's a little... Is that Naugahyde? I think it's Naugahyde. Now this is what I'm talking about here. When I say that Mark, like, totally inspired any drive I have towards filming scenic elements, filming, like, nature, and just general awesome B-roll footage. This 2000%. This is everything. Again, like, am I super into Mark and Ethan now? Not as much, mostly because they aren't putting out as much content as they used to, so it's like a little bit, like, can I really be into them if I see them, like, what, twice a year? But also just that I feel like the direction my YouTube viewing is going is, like, changing a little bit as I'm starting to find myself and the content I like. But I always have to be thankful for both of them because, first of all, Ethan is a fantastic person, adorable. I love his cooking videos. I love his personality that he showcases in all their videos and all of his videos. And again, he's a fucking awesome tattoo artist. I love my strawberries. I cannot wait to get more from him. I literally mean it 1000% when I say this entire forearm is his. He can do whatever he wants with it. I would love to get custom pieces, but I am so in love with his own art style and such. I would genuinely be happy just getting just his art on this whole frickin' forearm. Connor Franta. Yes, I know. Literally, there are whole generations of people who, like, grew up with this guy, who, like, saw him come out for the first time, and I got to watch it all in the matter of a single day. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting when I say, oh, I watch Connor Franta, and people ask me about all these nostalgic things. I'm just like, I don't know about all that. But, yeah, like, this was the very first video I saw of him, and funnily enough, it's actually a video I saw when it was posted. So I started in April, and this video was uploaded May 7th. I literally watched it May 7th. So, yeah, let's get into this.
Okay.
He did say hello, chickpeas!
Hi. Today I feel like being very
And again, I
honest.
feel like some
laying
elements
down
of Connor
some
have
pavement of
influenced
truth.
how
We
I
have a
approach
connection
videos.
here.
Be
This
organic and being able to,
further
like, be silly and
connection
do
that can
things
ruin
in,
it, I
like,
suppose.
maybe
You may hate what I
aren't
have
fitting
to
the
say. I
professional
don't know.
aesthetic,
You
but
guys asked some questions and I wanted to advise
look
you.
cute and, like, share some parts of yourself.
Which Chris is the best one? Hemsworth, Pratt, Evans, the real.
Let's see. Oh, who's the one?
Up
Not
until
Pratt.
Recently, I didn't have a super strong opinion on who do you consider your closest friends out of all of the YouTube community. Not gonna lie.
Hey,
I'm not
relevant
really
to what
friends
I'm
with
doing
many
here.
YouTubers. I'm definitely very friendly with almost all YouTubers. So just watch the Great British Bake Off because wholesome goodness. Give us your honest
We love a
opinion on
soggy
kinks
bottom.
and kink shaming. I mean, like, whatever works
Are you
for
soggy,
you,
Condor?
honestly. I don't care. At this point in the world, I'm not surprised by anything, nor does anything really weird me out. So, like, you do you. Whatever gets you going. Whatever makes you happy. If it's not harming anyone else, go for it.
Shit!
For people that shame people for ever miss O2L. You know, this one's a weird one for me. I don't talk
I
about
have
this
no
that
clue.
often. But I had it, so I needed to watch them. Were Spirited Away,
Yes!
Pie, and The Truman Show.
Oh
I
my
learned
god,
them all
yes. I
from
watched it
them.
as a
I
kid.
would
That was,
see
like,
them all
so
again.
great.
And just one that, like, goes on forever. One that we're feeling very spontaneous and maybe we set out to do one thing, but we end up doing 10 things. We set out to just get a coffee, but then we go for a hike. And then we go
You
to a
set out to
movie, or
spend
we
an
go to a
hour
museum,
together and
it
you
just,
end
like,
up
keeps
leaving
going
their
on
place
and
at
on,
like
but in a
6
way
in the
that it feels
morning.
like we've only been together
After,
for an
like,
hour,
doing
but
all
really
kinds of
we've been
silly
together for
things.
6 hours. You're just really enjoying that person's company so
Yes.
much that you don't want to leave.
Those are
my
like the
ideal
most
perfect date
wholesome
for me.
and
then
wonderful,
obviously
like,
ends with a cuddle or
dating
a make out.
experiences I've ever
Have
had in
to.
my
Are you ever
life.
gonna do it? Oh my god, I had this amazing vegan chickpea fritter thing, and it
Hi,
was
chickpeas!
everything, and I had a beer with it. Oh my god, and then...
So I technically did get to hear him say
It's super nice
chickpeas
outside today.
all the way back then.
I'm probably gonna go for a second run or just a walk.
I feel like I don't always be able to get to, like, do this properly, but Connor really, like, portrays this wonderful ability to be at ease with yourself in front of the camera, to just let go and be organic. Like, not always have to worry about, you know, speaking properly, speaking in a clear and understood way that is clearly scripted and in accordance to general norms of what entertainment must be like. He's like organic. He could just be himself and just let things go as they naturally come out of his mouth. And yeah, sometimes it's a little bit weird. Sometimes it's a little bit silly. Sometimes it is like, cuckoo. But, you know, it works, and it's cute, and it's fun, and it's endearing, and I really tried to take that to heart. I feel like I don't always do it right, or just like it doesn't come across as nice because I'm autistic, so my normal is a little bit funky and like doesn't really translate onto film as well as someone who is a little bit more neurotypical-ish, I would say. But I don't know, like Connor's ease, his sense of humor, his genuine warmness, and his sort of innocence, I want to kind of say, but not really, because I feel like innocence is a creepy thing to put onto someone else and like kind of invalidates other aspects, but blah blah blah. Like there's so many elements to him I admire and like I feel are worth putting out of yourself, taking those elements that you have and putting them out like that. So for the next part of this video, I had to grab this earring and a necklace because... So if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know what this is, you know what this is, you know what this is. Let's not even bother at this point.
What's up guys, my name is Kaden, welcome back to my channel.
Oh my God.
If you're new here and you like the footage you're about to see, then be sure to subscribe because why not? It's fun,
Yeah, why not?
It's free, it's a good time.
But
As you
I'm
guys can tell
so
by the title, I'm
creeped
going
out.
to
You
be
didn't
doing
go,
a story
hey,
time
let's get
on
everyone
my
to show me
first time
what's
having
Gucci, what's poppin'.
sex. And yes, I've had sex before. Shocker. I feel like I've been exposing myself a little bit just these past couple of videos.
Honey, you're really exposing yourself a lot now.
So there's only two characters in this story particularly. There's me and then this other girl named Bonquisha. It's not her real name, but I'm gonna cover up her name because I don't know if she watches these videos and I don't want to like get back to her.
That's the name you chose as a cover-up.
Bonquisha. So Bonquisha, I met through my brother. My brother was like my stepbrother, like really close. And when you think of friends with benefits, I feel like you just like hit each other up and like, hey, let's have sex.
Nah, that's a
But, like,
hookup
we were,
to
like,
me.
really
Friends
close.
with
Like, we
benefits
were
would be
best
like what he said.
friends and did almost everything together. We hung out almost every single day, but we were kind of friends with benefits in the same way. And when I mean in friends with benefits in this term, I mean like we kissed and like we did that type of stuff, but it wasn't like too graphic to like losing your virginity. Making out and all this, and then we decided to have sex. Mom, I'm so sorry if you're watching this. I the fuck I'm putting this out on the internet, but I am. For the first time, a girl
Oh,
sex,
the
it hurt,
evolution
and,
you have had, Kaden.
I get
I'm
that.
proud of
so,
you.
like, I'm not the one to like. My advice for you guys, if you plan on having sex anytime soon, is to wear a condom because diseases and babies are not cute.
Babies are a
cute when you're like
disease.
30. Babies are not cute when you're 16. At the time, I didn't love Bonquisha, so like I guess I didn't lose my virginity to someone I loved, which a lot of people have like embedded in their head that you're supposed to lose your virginity to someone you actually love. Honestly, sex isn't not that big of a deal to me. If you're gonna go have sex, have sex. If you're gonna be a hoe, be a hoe. I do not care. I do not judge that type of stuff. You can have sex all you want. But
And I'm gonna go ahead and just like take it a step further and just say, you know what? If you're gonna fuck someone you love, if you love them, you want that fuck to be fucking amazing. Get the practice in. It's like, okay, you know that really sexist, awful thing where they say like, hey, you got to test out a car before you drive it. You know, that like turns a woman into an object comparable to a car. And like, just to make that a little bit better, I say that the extra part of that is, yeah, you also have to know how to fucking drive. Because like, you can slam that thing to a tree all you want. It's not going to be enjoyable for either of you. So, yeah, like, goes both ways, bitch. Like, you need to have the practice in before you can, like, claim that sex is anything special. The last portion of this video is a lie. This is, in fact, not the first video I ever watched with this YouTuber, and everything that will follow here is a complete and utter abandonment of the truth. If you came into this video expecting truth, you are sorely mistaken. So yeah, to round off this video of just like a compilation medley of YouTubers I am super thankful for, yeah, this is Kevin Vasquez, and I've mentioned him quite a bit, I think, in previous videos because, like, the very first YouTube video I ever put out, this bitch put a comment on it, just like, hey, this was an awesome video, keep it up, keep doing stuff. And he would comment on quite a few, and then I would watch other YouTubers and notice that he was commenting on them, and he was just like spamming himself all the fuck over so that he could get lots and lots of people to click him and find his videos. And it worked out, because he's already got up to like 2,000 followers, and like, where the fuck am I? But okay, so let me get to the like explanation here, cause Kevin was in a relationship with Justin Washa, who like I also wanted to include in this video, but sadly he's like deleted his channel, I think, or just taken it down or put everything hidden. I don't know, but like I really wanted to do because I loved his presence on camera. But oh well, like it's his life, his choices, and you know I'm gonna support him because I genuinely love these guys and the whole journey that they have been on. So anyway, Kevin was in a relationship with Justin, and well, he did a few videos like showing his life, showing his solo adventure, showing all that stuff. He eventually like transitioned into being a full-on couple channel, mainly because you know Justin was increasingly in his life. They ended up moving in with each other, and it just like sort of made sense and was like the easier thing to do. And it was an awesome channel for a long time, and they did so many great videos that I loved and were fantastic and just showed off Kevin's natural, energetic chemistry on camera and all of his talents to put himself out there. And I just really, genuinely loved it. But then they broke up like January. Kevin moved to a different apartment, and Kevin has always been like trying to rebrand his YouTube and like put himself out in a different way. So he privated all the videos on his channel and did a few new ones, and I think he was like feeling them because he just put those private too. So currently only one video is on his channel, but I love this video anyway, so that's what I'm gonna watch.
Hey, what's up everybody? How you guys doing today?
Yo!
Alright, so today I'm gonna tell you hoes the story of how
I came back to my father.
my really Mexican father, and when I say really Mexican, I don't mean like he's wearing a poncho and has a sombrero on all the time. I just mean his way of thinking, his mindset, his principles is in the fucking closet. Like, we see our uncles, we see our cousins, like, you know who's gay, who's not. You're just like, bitch, yes, you have 4 daughters and 2 sons, but I think you're gay.
The truth!
Fucking popcorn. And this day, like, my life changed. Like, bitch, I do not remember.
My mom
anyways,
remembers
came
the
out
date.
to
I forget
my
it. Luckily, I have her to
from
remind
my
me.
Mexican dad, because mom was always there, my brother's always there, and I just was like, oh, I don't know.
Big
what
family
happened.
problems, I
But
can't
kinda
relate.
told myself, like, if I have the opportunity to tell my dad on this trip, I'm gonna tell him.
Because I didn't feel good hiding that part of me from him.
And the way I thought about it was like, I know my dad.
The
loves me.
music
Yes,
score,
He's
bitch!
not gonna be too happy about his son being gay, but I do know my
Bitch.
dad loves me. I don't care. He could be the most macho
Bitch,
guy
the fucking-
ever. I know he would still
This soft,
love
sappy
me.
music
And I
right
thought to
here.
myself,
What the
and if he
fuck,
doesn't,
dude?
Why am I tripping over somebody who doesn't accept you?
But it's like, I care about your opinion because you matter to me, but if I don't matter to you enough,
And I don't care about your opinion, if that makes any sense. He literally, guys, I can't even believe this. Like,
this kind of hurt my feelings a little bit at the time.
but my dad was literally like, so don't you think that you could be with a woman, and then do whatever you want with men on the side?
I know, bitch, I know. What the fuck?
I was like, no, Dad, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I was like, this is who I am, this is what I am, it's been like that forever. And it's like, I am my dad's pride and joy. Like, keep that in mind. Do what I want with guys on the side.
My dad was basically asking me to be a hoe.
Like, he was like, you can be a hoe on the side. With your gay shit. Like, I had to, like, play around with it. I was like, Dad, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
do
dude,
that.
you like
And he's
literally
okay,
opened
fine.
with that.
My
Like,
dad
we all have
probably
the
doesn't
uncle who
ask
has
him.
like
That's
5
the
kids,
nicest
but like,
person.
you
I
know
look
he's
up to
gay.
him.
Like,
Even if
again,
it's
that's
small, but I look up
kind
to
of the
him.
culture.
So then I told him, I was like, so, you have anything to say? And then the only thing he said was, in Spanish, he says, well, nothing you can do.
So yeah, like, just there are so many. Like, I feel like there are a whole bunch of other people I could mention as well, but this is like the cream of the crop, I think, in terms of how they have inspired my own growth and development, like on YouTube and like as a person, and like just having them around in one way or another just really helped me get through shit and like made me happy and like gave me a sense of belonging and a little community to call my own. So yeah, this has been a short little YouTube video of like all the various people I have been ultra inspired by and I'm so thankful for. So like, you know, a shout out to Daniel Miller, to Marky Miller, to Kevin Vasquez, to Justin. Even though I didn't really get to like do anything with him because all his videos are down, but like Kevin and Justin both played a huge role in like so many things for me, and I love both of them so much, and I'm super excited to see how their futures pan out for them right now. So both of them are amazing and important. Connor Franta is just an adorable little puppy snowflake of a person. I love him. Yeah, thank you guys for everything you do. Thank you for being the people you are, and thank you for tolerating my dumbass as long as you all have. And some of you more than others, and you know who you are. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. And, of course, remember, life always gets better as long as you work it brick by brick and are thankful.